Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout Crew. We're going to dive into the first game that we're going to see on Sunday afternoon. The Chargers going to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough and taking on the Patriots. I'll go first with this one, fellas, if you don't mind. I'm taking the Patriots. This is kind of unquestionable for me. I got them going to the Super Bowl. I kind of called this in our first predictions. I think Tom, the GOAT, let's be honest, that's another debate for another time, but the GOAT of the NFL and Bill Belichick, probably, hands down the best coach, going to take the Patriots back to the Super Bowl. They're going to win it. They're both going to retire, sell off to the sunset. They got the dynasty. I think that's the reason why Josh McDaniels stayed. I think basically Bill said, listen, we're going to go win this thing, and then the reins, they're all yours. This franchise is yours. So, because Josh, let's be honest, guys, there's 8 head coaching jobs open this year. We might not see that ever again, and there are some good jobs that opened up. For him to turn down a job like the Browns job, young team, has salary cap, has draft picks stocked up, I think there's a reason behind the madness, and I think that's it. So, but I'll get into this game a little bit. Big injury news, is Melvin Gordon going to play? I think if Melvin Gordon doesn't play, he's questionable. We've seen him come back late in the game last week, but if he's got 2 MCL sprains on both knees, they're only going to get progressively worse throughout the week. So if he doesn't play, I think the Chargers don't stand a chance. Their defense played well last week. I should say well enough until the fourth quarter. I don't think it's going to happen against Tom Brady. Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady, 2 completely different quarterbacks. Tom's got the experience in the NFL, experience in the playoffs. I think that overcomes the Chargers defense. Doesn't matter how good they play. I think they could play their best game, and I think Tom's still going to find a way to pull it out the hat. He has weapons. I think the Cordell Patterson addition this offseason was a huge weapon for the Patriots to add to that offense, whether it's out of the backfield. That's a different story. You have a 2-headed monster back there with Sony Michel healthy now, and then James White. You add Patterson to the mix in the slot. Even losing Josh Gordon, that hurt a little bit with a speed demon and disappear, athleticism, talent like he is. But we can't forget, one of the guys who has been probably the biggest time he's ever played was in the playoffs, and that's A, Rob Gronkowski, and B, Julian Edelman. You're going to see a lot of them this weekend, and I think the Patriots defense is going to be good enough to hold Phillip Rivers in check. Again, we have to go back to last week. Let's think about it. Phillip only threw for 165 yards and no touchdowns last week. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Zyle, I'll let you go with this one because I know you're going to piggyback off me quite a bit here with the Patriots. So I'll let you go on from here.
Well, I don't think the game will be that close. And really, when you look at it, maybe other than Melvin Gordon as a true running back, I think the Patriots are probably better on offense than every other position. You can say Keenan Allen, but the experience that Julian Edelman has in the playoffs is way more than Keenan Allen has ever even dreamed about. So the Patriots, just Tom Brady, way better than Phillip Rivers. And so when you think about that, but then the part that really matters is the coaching. Bill Belichick has coached how many playoff games now? And, San Diego's coach, he hasn't done anything. So he's going to be overwhelmed when it comes to that, try to game plan. Josh McDaniels has been there, done that with the Patriots too. So I think that's what it comes down to. But you just think about it. This is, you got to know in that locker room, it's about time for Tom Brady to retire. He could probably still play a couple more years, but I think I agree. If they win one, he'll shut it down. And I think him and Belichick go out together. But the Patriots just too much. My score prediction is 42-17. You don't go into Foxborough and beat them. It just doesn't happen. So, yeah, 42-17. Good season for Phillip Rivers. Way to end his career going to the playoffs, but he's not going to get a Super Bowl as long as TB's playing in the AFC.
I agree with you. I'll throw in this fact, too. You don't know how the weather's going to be. There's concerns that we could get a storm moving in at the end of the week. In Foxborough and Gillette. I actually got it low scoring because I'm going to base it off. I think it might get a little bit of sleet, a little bit of snow. I'm going to go. I didn't throw my score prediction out here, so I'm going to go 24-13 Patriots. A little bit lower scoring than you, but I think we have the same views on this, Zai. It's definitely Patriots going to the Super Bowl.
Last point, Dr. Pepper, and then I'll let you roll with your your pick. The Patriots defense has really come into its own at the end of the year. They end up finishing a top 10 defense, way underrated, and it all comes down to that. It just takes Bill Belichick time. They lost Patricia. You brought in somebody new. Belichick kind of had to get his hands on it. So, it's just over. Like, the Chargers have no chance, in my opinion.
Totally agree. I think Belichick is like John Beeline in March. But we'll give the mic to Parker over here. I know he keeps looking at his wrist because he thinks his time's coming, even though his time is running out here with the Chargers. But go ahead, Parker. Take it over. Let us know what you got there, Dr. Pepper.
Well, you guys were talking. I was sitting back and relaxing. Just glad to hear what you guys had, your input. But, Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. I like him, University of Michigan alum, us three all, like him because he went there. Patriots, just think of all the dynasties that have been so close to becoming like the Seahawks, and then that one play ended it all. But for so many years, Belichick and Brady, for almost 20 years now, total domination. How many Super Bowls they won? 5 Super Bowls, and honestly they had a chance to win all 8 of them. I believe it was they meant to. So it's just crazy the reign they're on. They definitely flip a switch in the playoffs, They ain't going to be playing around. But...
Are you picking the Patriots, buddy, or what? We got the heart.
I just got a message on my phone. It's statement season, fellas. I'm going to use all my timeouts, fellas. All my timeouts in the game on y'all. Because guess what? It's statement season. I got something to say. Hashtag bolts up. Like I mentioned in a podcast a couple weeks ago, Melvin Gordon is a big baller. Big baller brand should sign him. If he's questionable right now, but he's gonna play. I no doubt in my mind. Philip Rivers, he's never beaten Tom Brady in the playoffs. And guess what? There's a lot of people saying it's not possible. He's not gonna beat Tom Brady. Anything's possible when you put your mind to it. And guess what? PR17 is gonna have a day. He's gonna go crazy. Keenan Allen's gonna ball out. Mike Williams is gonna ball out. Their whole wide receiving core. I think Austin Eckler is gonna help out in the running game. He'll be surprising. I think he's shown their defense can really step up. They stopped the Ravens pretty much the whole game. And I think the MVP in this game is going to be Melvin Ingram on the defensive side for the Chargers. He's going to have a great game. He had a great game against Baltimore. And I just think, yeah, the Patriots are so good and I respect them so much, what they've been doing. But that message, on my phone, it really told me something, and I believe it. It's statement season for the Chargers. It's going to be 27-17. I have the Chargers going to the Super Bowl and winning it. So, you can't go to the Super Bowl and win it if you lose here. So, 27-17, bolts up, baby, and it's statement season, fellas. It's statement season.
Dr. Pepper, that might have been the most obscure pick I've ever heard. For two reasons. If you pick the Chargers to win on a last-second field goal, sure, I'll go with it. You know what? That was your prediction. That's your team. But to lose, you think they're going to go into Foxborough with double-digit win?
Oh, absolutely, buddy. No.
And the only thing you really said is basically you're believing in a Cinderella story.
Money. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be like a 3-point game, and then there's going to be a fumble or something. And then, late in the game, Philip Rivers, Keenan Allen, house call, reservation for 7.
So Tom Brady's only scoring 17 points.
Yeah. He's great. Great guy. Seems like a great guy, but...
Great guy.
He comes up a little bit short.
I got a statement here for you, Dr. Pepperman. If the Chargers win this week and they, go to the Super Bowl and win it, I'll take you to the casino as my good luck charm. Because, again, I got to agree with Zai on this one. That's absurd, to think that they're even going to get past Patriots. So,
let me something that happened yesterday, right? Alabama got blown up by 28. No one thinks the Patriots are, can You know, people just figure, oh, they're gonna go to the AFC Championship game, maybe probably go to the Super Bowl again. Not so fast, fellas. This is the year the Patriots don't have a great year.
Tom Brady's got more postseason wins than Phillip Rivers has career wins.
I mean, I know that, buddy, but I'm saying everything has to end eventually. And I'm not saying that, you know, the Patriots can go win the Super Bowl next year, but not this year, because the LA Chargers, hashtag bolts up, statement season, are going to get the dub in Foxborough.
This might get you kicked off this podcast with how ignorant this pick sounds.
I mean, money. I just listened, you know, that message that got sent to me. Statement season.
You got a motivational speaker texting you or what?
Yeah, my mom.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, heard it here first. Some more hot takes from the timeout crew. Another heated debate in between Dr. Pepper and Zai. Maybe there might be another one with our next breakdown here. The late game, the last game of the weekend. Philadelphia Eagles are traveling down to Louisiana to play the New Orleans Saints. You know, recent Super Bowl champion Eagles. We got the Saints who are red hot right now with, you know, who knows? It could be a MVP at home with Drew Brees. So we'll break that one down. Thanks for joining us and look to hear from you soon.